YouTube doesn't want you to see this video. And not just this video, but this extends to almost all of my recent content. The results of these recent videos are not typical for my channel and the subject matter I usually cover. So that is what I'll be talking about today. I know this is quite a departure from what I normally talk about. And, I wish this was some kind of lore deep dive where I connect Wuthering Waves to some sort of meta-analysis of the YouTube platform. But that isn't the case this time. What is the case is that my content is being suppressed. And this is despite you actually wanting to see it. It simply just isn't being shown to people. Like Saya said, at times it really isn't your fault that your content isn't being shown to people.
If you see a content creator that used to be going real crazy, like they used to get 100,000 of views and now they're getting 5K or something like that. First of all, it's not their fault, okay? It's not us that's doing that shit. It's the fucking YouTube algorithm.
Shout out Saya. Man, this is upsetting because I kind of create what I would like to call high effort content. Compared to other creators in the space, I only make a few videos every month. And for many of them, it requires reading lengthy text, reviewing and analyzing several hour-long game playthroughs, script writing, and usually a lot of editing for my style. Music changes, special effects, visual gags, all types of transitions. Things don't just appear on screen. They flip, fly, spin, pop, glitch, each with an accompanying sound effect. Not to mention all the illustration. And I mean that both literally and figuratively. I sometimes draw things for the videos, but mainly what I mean by this is I attempt to illustrate a point by showing exactly what scene from what act, or the exact graphic for an item, a skill, a game mode, or whatever it is that I'm saying. I try to display that on screen at the time, which actually takes a lot more time and effort than some people will imagine. And while this isn't for every single video, those who know, this is how most of my videos are. Pretty much from the very beginning of my YouTube creation journey. So needless to say, I put a lot into the videos that I make because I genuinely enjoy it. But with all this effort, it's quite a smack in the face in terms of what's happening, to not get any impressions on the content I spent so much time creating. By the way, when I say YouTube, I don't mean there's an actual person leaning back in a dark room with their hands clasped, laughing maniacally. I'm talking about an AI algorithm that's running the show. Whatever YouTube is doing to the system, man, it is not working for a lot of people. And a lot of people have been having issues. And just to name a few, in the same space, creator Farost was contacted by YouTube's AI and told that his video would be demonetized. Only thing is, it wasn't even a video. It was a community post. What the fuck? Like, how does this type of thing happen? TSO Sage just had his entire account demonetized for allegedly making unsuitable content for minors. But the content isn't even designed for minors. None of his content is. In fact, YouTube actually asks you every time you upload, is this video for kids? You can even set it automatically to say no every time it asks. By default, this creator's AdSense was taken. They had trouble actually getting a person, and they were getting a lot of AI feedback whenever they tried to reach out to support. And here's a story that maybe a lot more people have heard about. The popular creator Moist Critical was given a copyright claim a couple months back, and this was for simply displaying lyrics. And get this, he wasn't even singing the lyrics. He was claimed for just reading them. Like, this system is really out of place, it's out of whack, and it really needs some work. But back to me. Now, if the content that you guys weren't being shown was content that you guys weren't really rocking with, I'd understand. Not everyone will resonate with each individual piece of content that's being uploaded. And I actually have a pretty good radar for the type of content y'all don't click on, at least for me. But I make it from time to time anyway, regardless. But y'all click less on videos when I do reactions to other games or when I do reactions to trailers and stuff like that. I know the audience that watches my videos for the most part. My issue is that by YouTube's own metrics and data, people in my niche, y'all, my followers, actually want to see my recent videos, especially this video, my most recent one. Even YouTube's Gemini, the one that they shoehorned into the YouTube Studio experience, even that says that the video's stats are excellent and even better than previous videos of the same type. So y'all clearly want to see it, but YouTube isn't showing it. Or I should say, wasn't showing it to anyone. For my last video, it only showed it to 2,500 people in the first day, which is insane. It's especially low for the AVD and CTR. It's just low in general, but for the AVD and CTR, it's insane. And I know some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So for those who don't know, AVD stands for average view duration. It's basically how long someone watches your video. The CTR is the click-through rate. It's essentially the impressions, aka how many times the video was shown versus the amount of times people click on it. And both of these stats are far above average. Now earlier, I made a distinction between isn't and wasn't showing, because I know that even if YouTube starts to trickle in impressions, the trickle-in impressions wouldn't be effective at increasing views. It would take a massive amount to move the needle. And this is because after some time, some pre-selection bias starts to affect whether a person clicks. Put plainly, if you plan to watch a video while you eat lunch and you have to choose between two videos, a 2-day-old video with 300 views and another video with 2K plus views, the average viewer is going to assume via social proof that the one with the fewer views is of lower quality by virtue of the fact fewer people clicked. And obviously, if people are already fans of the person, they might just click anyway on the low view video, but in general, the one with the larger number will likely be assumed to be a better watch for the amount of time that person has available at the moment. Despite the creator with fewer views maintaining the same style, quality, subject matter, consistent with the trends of their niche, whatever it is, they just won't get clicked. So the only way a failing video will be successful after that initial 24 to 48 hour period is evergreen content. This includes things like tutorials, answers to sought after questions, things like that people will just keep coming back and searching for. Topical, time-sensitive content has a shorter shelf life. So things like a review to a recent story update, or a recent news story, or something of that nature, there are going to be fewer people who click on it over time, so it needs all the steam it can get in the first 24 to 48 hours to continue to be successful after that point, because its searchability is going to be low as time goes on. And because of all this, I expect the CTR to drop drastically when this video finally starts, or if this video starts to be shown to more people. All of this really just shows how flimsy this shit really is. This is why you won't ever see me tearing down someone because of the amount of views that they get on their videos. That's not to say that people can't make a bad video and that results in lower views, but the point is, someone's views suddenly falling off is probably not even their fault. Anybody can blow up or fall off at any time. It's not under their control or power. As you can see, good stats don't guarantee a video success. By the way, I've had videos with worse stats and they go on to get tens of thousands of views. So if a video has stellar stats, is it wrong to not expect it to only be shown to a handful of people? This whole thing is very annoying. And contacting creator support is annoying as well, and it's often a waste of time. They're essentially trained to deny shadow bans. They'll usually try to gaslight you in these types of situations, and whenever you actually do get someone that reaffirms your perspective, they can't really even offer any assistance at rectifying the situation because, they can't manipulate the algorithm. These people just basically do customer service. I've actually been in a YouTube shadow ban situation before, and I really wish they just say things up front. I wish they just tell you what it is you need to fix, what it is you need to do in order for things to go back to normal.
You could fuck up once, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could post some shit get millions of views for a week straight. You know what I'm saying? But if you fuck up one time, bro, one time, you're gonna get kicked straight the fuck out. You feel me? That's not anything that we have control over. It's the fucking YouTube algorithm.
All this is very tiring, and I'm not even a full-time content creator. This type of thing must be doubly frustrating for them. For me, this is kind of like a hobby that pays a nice amount on the side via ads and sponsorships. So I'm thankful and appreciative of it. I like my little part-time gig where I make videos about gaming and sharing my thoughts and hearing yours. But it sucks to see my hard work go unseen, and the fact that I can't even share my thoughts and see what you guys think about those thoughts because these videos just aren't being served. Again, man, this is tiring, but I do believe we can get through this. Ultimately, it's up to YouTube, but I believe we can kind of recalibrate the AI. Hey, y'all know I don't be asking for stuff. I don't even ask for subs. I could probably count on one hand how many times I've asked for subs in a video since I started YouTube. So those who rock with me this time, please do me a solid. The best way I think we can get out of this situation is with your help. I'm just asking y'all, if y'all really rock with the content, to please like, share, and hype my upcoming videos, man. I know a lot of y'all watch the entire video, but don't click, and hey, I know y'all probably forget about clicking, I understand. I don't click, hype on every video that I watch, but I'm asking y'all to kind of be a little bit more vigilant given the circumstances. So please remember to click those buttons. Also, if you haven't hit the notification bell, consider pressing that button to help out too. Anyways, folks, I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. I am still uploading. Y'all just aren't getting it. That's all I got for you guys today. Waves.